Hi guys, thank you for being here today. So today is a Chakra Dance inspired painting. I really want to get all of the colours of the chakras from the base chakra: red, orange, yellow, green and blues and gold. The blue is the background for the blues, and the white and the violet are actually in the Chakra Dance, but the main colours that I wanted to emphasise were greens, blues, gold and the reds and oranges. So the base colour here today is Daler Rowney Ultramarine Blue, and I've just got rid of the air bubbles and started to put on these beautiful two different types of green. So we've got blue-green, ultramarine blue with white, gold, yellow, cadmium orange, and what do you think's coming next? Red. I adore red and orange together on blue. Absolutely adore it. So I'm just putting a little bit of orange on top of the red just to bring out the deeper red colours. When you've got orange, red and blue together, it comes out with some really beautiful effects with the blue, dark blue background. So I'm just putting a bit of sunshine yellow. Actually, that is from Arteza. That's the only one from Arteza there. All the way through. It highlights the blues and the orange and reds. And a little bit of gold and small orange. So you may see that I'm putting more paint on the orange red side and a little bit more paint right at the bottom of the blue side. There's another bit of gold there. Daler Rowney gold. I do like a lot of gold in my paintings. How do you find gold runs through your paintings? I find it a fantastic highlighter, and as we've just put the white on there as well, white highlights. I always have to have a bit of white in my paintings too. It's not as a background, it's all the way through. That green I've just put on there, you'll see, really shines through and really complements the gold. So the green is the blue-green Daler Rowney mixed with a bit of white. So I'm just repeating now, using some of the other colours again. And then a bit more highlighting with the white. So we're almost ready for the blowout. I've got a little bit of black running through. You may not even see it, but it does help to separate some of the lighter colours. Can't beat a bit of a splat on. I do like putting it on naturally. Wherever I can, I get a lot of joy from just putting a bit of a splatter on my paints. So I'm just going to put a bit more of the ultramarine blue on the edges before the blowout. This canvas is a 18 by 16 inch canvas. it's a deep edge cotton stretch canvas too. So you can see I'm just blowing out here on quite a low setting. The paint is nicely thinned. I do like it quite thin, especially the base colour. And I do find that it's very easy to make the base colour thicker than the other paints. So I always try and do a bit of a test before I do it if I am in doubt. Where should I go next? Okay, blow out the top a bit more. You can see a pattern forming with that red. I want to keep that red and expand it a bit more. That's it. Sorry about the camera shake. The door's open and it's a particularly windy day today. Oh yes. Can you see what the blue looks like underneath the green? It just makes such a lovely background, and it always dries darker, as you know. You may know that when the paint's dry they do always go a little bit darker. So that will almost look like navy, even black when it's dried. So I'm pretty much done here. Just want a few more air bubbles to be blown out. I'm not sure if you can see, but as I'm using my blowtorch here, some little cells are appearing and the paint is dispersing beautifully. So I'm just going to finish that blowtorch there and add a few finishing touches to it. Just trying to make my mind up as to which way I go. I'm just loving the flow. The gold is coming out so beautifully. I've got the wet finished version coming soon, and then a couple of days later, it's pretty much dried out. The air temperature's been okay here in Cornwall in the UK, and I popped it onto the wall. And it's a lovely sunny day, so you'll be able to see the sun falling on half of it. Can't resist a little bit more of a blowout. Just think the green needs to be, yeah, that's almost it. Yeah, just wanted to make it a little bit more level, but I still wanted the red to be the biggest burst. Even though this is a Chakra Dance inspired painting, all the different colours of the chakras, you can have it any way up, and that's what I love about abstract art. So I'm just doing a bit of a finger trail through to help the flow. Yeah, so what I love about abstract art is you can make it your own, you know, it's whatever you think it is. And I don't sign anymore the front of my paintings, because when I did my first commission I looked at it by accident one way around. I thought, you know what, they may want it a different way to how it was designed, and sure enough, when they put it on their wall and they sent me a picture, it was a completely different way. So now I just tend to put my name on the back and on the side. So I'm really enjoying helping the paint flow into the ultramarine blue there. The golds and the yellows and the greens are just flowing really nicely. You've probably got about 20 to 30 minutes now, once the paint has been blown out, to play with it. I've learnt through experience how coming to touch things up, depending of course, humidity and what the weather's like. If you do leave it too long, you can often ruin the painting. Ah, nice bit of orange coming out into the blue. I think I'll do some more of that. So a real flow is beginning to form, connecting both sides of the painting. I always think a finger swipe is one of the best ways to do it, and of course there's a risk each time you do it, but don't be afraid to play with your paintings and allow the painting to speak to you. Oh, that's right. There was a bit too much gold there. So by doing the finger swipes there, the paints are mixing beautifully together. The dark green, some of the the ultramarine blue is coming through into the gold. Just enough white in there as well to continue the highlights as we go through the painting. I can still see some parts of this painting really calling out for a little bit of ethereal connection. That's it. Allowing that yellow to come into the blue and the gold. You can of course overdo this, so I've got to be careful I don't get too carried away, because I do love this side. It's part of the painting when you can just go mad with helping it along its way, because actually sometimes it doesn't need too much help. It's really taking shape now. A few more of these and it'll feel just right. So I'm just going to do a couple more finger swipes and we'll be coming up for a close-up of the wet finished version. And now it's dry time. Thank you so much for being here, everybody, and I hope to see you again soon.